making this a single wiper for simplicity. The reason I am also doing this is because this isn't structural, this is doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to cut off what I don't need. I'll keep that. It's actually pretty solid there. Cut this out and it'll also give me more access to the engine bay. It's very easy to do. There's heaps of YouTube videos on it. Essentially you just take the other arm off. So this is the one that goes to the wiper motor itself, and this end rotates, pushes this arm back and forth, which rotates your wiper blade. And then off the end of this guy is another bar that goes to this side, and same deal. So as long as you keep all of this in place, you don't have to change this end because that's just rotating all the time, and it just levers this end. All you got to do is change where you want your lever. I'm going to be running it in the center, and thus getting a lot of coverage on the window, a bit more slipstream as well than having two bars sticking up and diverting air. At the moment, I'm just marking out where I'm going to cut this. This is going to be finished here. I might weld a bit of sheet metal up to finish that off, tie that in nicely just so it doesn't wobble around. This side I might continue up as well. I'm not sure if I'll cut it here yet. It makes sense to cut it there. I'll let you know. So I'm just going to get to it. Straight away, that is insane amount of difference. Now it looks like it's been hacked. Doesn't look finished at all. But once you add this on there, it hides all that mess. Looks sweet. Yeah, wow. If only I'd done that before when I tried to weld all this, because it was an absolute nightmare to get in there, and you can see the piss poor quality welds. The whole area will be tied into the roll cage as well, because I do not want to put my foot down and bend this, because it'd be a whole waste of time. Yeah, that's solid though, happy with that. I'll make all this not sharp. Mocking up the piece of steel that I'll weld in. It's just some scrap I had under the bench. I'm not actually going to show this, but it's roughed in and it's rubbish, but it doesn't have to be neat because I'm grinding it all back smooth and going to follow the contours of the original metal there. So yeah, it should look really tidy when that's done. But got the die grinder out and went around these areas and tidied it up. So, and if you didn't know, you'd probably think it's factory. On to the other side now. Pretty much the same process. This has given me enough access to be able to change the ignition coil right at the back. I thought too hard to get out. I'm going to cut an access panel back there. And I just went with that for ages, like a few months. I was like, yeah, I'll just access panel, whatever. But I never tried to even get in there and get this out. And I just tried it just now. And it's pretty easy to change all of these ignition coils. So I was using two hands, so that might be a bit awkward. But then I did like a flip. I don't know if you guys can see much at the moment, but I'm just trying to turn it around with my fingers, which is a bit hard. But we're almost there, I think. Yeah, we are. So what's that, like 20 seconds? Oh, I've got it around the wrong way. Turn it around. Boom. It's in there. Now I've just got to get the 10mm bolt in there, which is right there. And that's it. So, I can't believe it. Can actually get it out through there. Yeah, sweet as. So just to recap, don't have to make any other access panels here. Just got the one for the head temperature sensor, which you can see in there from before. And then it's got a piece of aluminium. I might riv nut it because I cannot be bothered wheeling the engine out and welding nuts on here. I could just use a riv nut, M6, punch them in. The issue with that though is riv nuts have like a little lip on them on this side, on the side that you go through. So I'm hoping that there's enough countersink on this to counter for that, so that it would sit flush. And then yeah, so drill those holes, riv nut it, happy days. And that's that access panel done. I blocked off those fairly nice. I don't know if I actually filmed the end of that, but that's those bits as well. So that's all done.